Welcome back everybody. In this video I'm going to talk about logarithmic functions, and I'm going to do a couple more examples, but more precisely how to combine logarithmic functions. So we have two problems here. The first problem, we have 2 times the log base 3 of x minus 2 log base 3 of x plus 2 plus log base 3 of 2y. What I like to do first is that I like to get rid of those leading terms, you know, the 2 here, the negative 2 here. I know they're going to become powers, so I can just clean this up a little bit. So raising 2 going to become x squared, and then minus here we have log base 3 of x plus 2 squared plus log base 3 of 2y. You still have 3 logarithmic expressions, and since they're all the same base, you can go ahead and start combining. We have 2 positive expressions here. We can just go ahead and add them. We know that we're going to follow the product rule. So we have 1 log here, base 3 of x squared times 2y. Now since 2 is a constant, I'll just leave that in front. And we have x squared and we have y. So 2x squared y. That's those 2 terms right here. Then we're left with, then we're left with negative log base 3 of x plus 2 squared. Now, since this is a subtractive property, we're gonna follow the quotient rule. Combining it into one single logarithmic function, we have log base 3, we have 2x squared times y in the numerator, 2x squared times y in the numerator. Then we have x plus 2 squared in the denominator, and that's our final answer. We were able to combine 3 logarithmic functions into a single logarithmic function. Now let me do this last example. We have 1/5 log y, no base this time, minus 8 times log of x. Now just because there's no base, this shouldn't scare you. Notice before I said if there's no base, you can always assume that there is a 10 here and a 10 there. That's not really written, but it doesn't really make a difference if it's written or not. However, if they do write a number that is not 10, you do need to pay attention to that number. So we have 1/5 times log of y minus 8 times log of x. Now, to combine this into a single logarithm, we have 1/5 as a leading expression, as a leading term here, and then negative 8 here. So we can just go ahead and write this like this, to the power of 8. Since this is a subtractive property, we're going to end up following property number 2, the quotient rule. We're going to end up with log of y to the power of 1/5 over x over 8. Now you can leave this like this, or you can write it like this. I don't know if you can see here. There you go. Log fifth root of y over x to the power of 8. And that's your answer.